course.
Modern technology.
Why make it easy?
Well, because it has to warm up, it has to connect to YouTube or whatever. It should theoretically already be doing that. But last time with the Whims of Fate, Idea created Everald some pig armor. Brina got some names. Erden put on a fashion show that got out of his hands. And Brina, or no, not Brina, Rada ran away, successfully getting away from Erden. It was not happy.
And breaking Brina's heart in the process.
But hey, Tong's back. It's just she's different.
He doesn't remember any of us.
Let's see, there's a wild magic storm that's going on, or at least a storm that caused a wild magic surge and made Brina deaf for a minute.
And I have sparks coming out my ears.
And then we pretty much had breakfast where Tong got some sendings from Rada, and I said it, or gave Rada's reasonings while also complaining that sending shouldn't do a ding ding ding.
Ding ding ding.
And this week with the Whims of Fate, Brina's still crying in a corner, being comforted by.
In a corner. I'm crying in where. I'm not in a corner. I'm pretty much like in the center of the tent.
Yeah.
Because I was looking for Rada.
Idea came back in, sopping wet. Erden is still where he was sleeping, just this time sitting with a hunched back versus lying down. And Tong and Amor are with the druids. They're doing breakfast.
Papa.
Yeah, because we're all in the druid's tent.
All right. So. Things have gotten wild. So, all right, we're all just kind of picking up where we left off. So, sorry, I'm trying to find a page I bookmarked, but I have so many bookmarks on my bookmark bar that I think I need to clean my bookmarks out.
I can also start
Why am
some
I not
ambiance on
surprised
my end.
at all?
Yeah, I've long since had to start organizing mine.
Yeah. Well, like, some of these are, like, ancient. Like, I still have Rhapsody saved on here for some reason. That hasn't been used since, like, the 2010s.
So,
What's Rhapsody?
Like, 2010s.
we're all in the druid's tent.
Yep.
Is Cadmus here?
Should be.
You can look around for it.
That would have been hilarious if you went out in the rain to try and find Cadmus at the forge and he was in the tent the whole time.
Right. Or maybe he showed up later, I don't know, but it would be kind of funny. That is the wrong stat block.
Oh, Dea, there you are. Now we can go out and work on that sword.
Actually, in the rain. Looking for you.
Am I rolling investigate, perception, something else?
It would be, yeah, perception. Unless you're, like, actively looking for him, in which case it would be an investigate.
I rolled an 11.
I don't know.
Which is My modifier's a +8.
Um, well, if he's in here, it's gonna take a bit to find him.
Big tent. Lots and lots of room.
Yep.
But it's bigger on the inside.
Of course it is.
The druids must get along with the doctor pretty well then.
Oh, we just stole this tent from Hermione.
Well, Hermione stole it from the Weasleys, so.
Exactly. I'm like, because they use it at the Quidditch World Cup.
Depending on your point of view, it could just be smaller on the outside as well.
Good.
Depends on the philosophy. Are you on the outside looking in, or are you on the inside looking out?
I'm in the freaking walls, wondering why I'm in the walls.
Or are you an engineer wondering why they couldn't make the exterior even smaller?
Never know. So, Ida, are you gonna look for him, or are you just kind of content with being inside where it's dry now?
Yeah, I was looking for him.
Okay.
You're active for him? Okay.
I'm not gonna leave the tent for now, though. So if I look around and I'm like, he's not here, I'll be like, I'm sure he'll turn up later.
Gotcha. If you're gonna be like actively wandering around, I'll let you do at least one more investigate, because the view does change as you go around.
Sure. Roll investigate. That's a nat 20.
Got there in the end.
He you're like, I wonder where he is, and you like turn around at just the right moment as somebody's walking away, and you see him sitting with a bunch of other druids, eating fruit, and it looks like maybe playing some sort of game. Let me see. Where did my dice go? Right. Oh, right there. Looks like I didn't move them that far. He got a nat 1. He does not see you. He is focused.
Dave probably watches for a little bit to find out what he's focused on, or before eventually, or either grabbing someone else's attention by standing there, or just going.
It looks like he is playing some sort of magic gambling game. Like, they're not gambling with like money or anything. They're like placing bets on what their magic is gonna do as the storm is raging on.
Like something that they definitely would do, and also sounds like a horrible idea. This also sounds like something Idea might be up for. I say might because I know she's trying to be more responsible. This is all me as a player because Rita's just crying being hugged by Leoflid right now, so well Tyrion stands awkwardly nearby, not quite sure what to do to help.
I mean, you make a good point. Dea has learned that wild magic storms are probably not the greatest thing to mess around with when you have no clue what's going on, but maybe the druids have a better idea what's going on and can advise me on things that are definitely bad ideas, so we can only do things that are only possibly bad ideas.
You're telling me the Devil's Sacrament is happening in the woods? How horrific! Which direction so I can make sure I never go that way?
Oh boy.
Is it because drenched from having been out in the rain?
Maybe it doesn't
Oh, no,
affect
okay.
them as much.
Say that again, Arthur?
Maybe it doesn't affect them as much since they're not intrinsically magical creatures.
I think in my head, and by all means, Jen, correct me if I'm wrong in this, because Ide has been out in the actual rainstorm, I feel like anything she tried to do would have worse consequences because she's been in physical contact with the wild magic storm. Is that an accurate way to think of it?
Never know until you try.
I mean, yeah.
From
Yeah,
an
that's right.
electromagnetic perspective, no.
No.
Yeah.
Probably not, but I mean,
From the rule of
It
cool
is-
perspective, who knows?
it is creating sediments that are being washed away by this storm. And some of those sediments may be aligning with whatever magnetic field is going on right now, so they could potentially have an issue.
But the mud on her boots is more the problem than her being drenched.
Yeah. One of the druids does notice you today, and they look at you and they realize you're just like sopping wet, and they're just like, Did you go outside?
Yeah, I had an appointment this morning.
He is still. That was a net too. He's really just not paying attention.
Didn't turn out. Can't blame him based on the storm, but I mean, I didn't have a better way to find out.
Wouldn't it have just been easier to ask?
I may not have realized that they were in the same tent. But I have a solution now, and a day I will come over and sit next to Cadmus.
There we go. He noticed you. Oh, he did. Oh, why are you wet? I thought it'd be kind of obvious that we're staying in today, given.
I can't say that I blame you, but I am going to give you this so next time I can ask. And she'll take her hand and put 2 stones in his hand, and then take one back.
It's a
Pending
rock.
stone. Until I decide, get bored and decide to change to something else. But
Okay. Cool. I have learned the theory behind this, but funny enough, despite the fact that it is in fact a stone, this is typically an air druid spell.
funny how those things work like that, isn't it? That this combination of different things going together.
Well, yeah, like I have to make sure that I provide like the right stone for it to work, but I can't actually like cast the spell. Go figure that one. Did you want to join in?
I mean, it looks like fun. I can't say that I have caused bad things to happen in wild magic storms before this, so it needs tips. I think the last time I tried to solve a wild magic storm by destroying the storm, I ended up giving myself a second personality inside my head for a little bit. Not a very nice one. That wasn't. That was. You could avoid that. That would be great.
um,
All the other
well,
druids are looking at each other like, okay, we need to change our game. We need to change what's gonna happen. That's a whole new
It's like,
dynamic.
saying,
aha.
or it's just define checkers or chess.
Apples, apples. Anyone?
Would love to watch them play apples to apples.
Okay. So the way this works is basically we like pick a spell we're gonna do, and then everybody bets on what's going to happen. Like they come up with what I they have like one or two people come up with an idea, and then everybody like agrees or disagrees with what they come up with. So for example, like I'm going to heat metal. One of the druids is like, yeah, I think you're gonna start getting haunted. Uh, and another one's like, I think you're gonna end up with stone skin.
Could be a sick twist of feet. Say you end up heating yourself to get a fever.
That would be unfortunate. Alright. We got these put out. Got bets placed. Let's see what happens. It goes to heat metal.
I guess is as good as the other, right?
Oh, excellent. I let's see. Do I still have my list of people from last time? I'm gonna have to write it all down again.
Oh, please don't tell me
I
you
just
lost the name list. That would be devastating to my character and to your fans. Because I would be asking you the names.
also I just remembered I have a fan book that literally has a list of chaos surges.
I need this. Okay, so we have.
Maybe because it's magical, it just changes magic to other magic. I don't think there's a create fever spell.
75.
If Isleen has anything to say about it, there will be a destroy cantaloupe spell.
Right.
Aw, that's actually a good one. Dang it.
Let's see. Well, perfect. Can I have somebody roll a d12?
Who's first?
4.
4. Oh, having a bad day.
I had a
You can
bad
take my roll
day.
instead if you want, since I called it and then Marco pulled anyway. It doesn't matter.
Brina,
Oh no.
Oh
Damn it.
no!
you have grown one size category.
She's medium. She's normal size.
What?
You've been accidentally engorged.
Um,
Why do I have a feeling like I'm gonna tuck under Leopold's chin? My head's gonna shut. I'm gonna gross smack into her chin and she's gonna get knocked over.
What we learned today is that this game is not safe for the
Yeah,
innocent
so
passerby.
like you suddenly grow, she kind of stumbles over, she looks up, Cadmus catches her eye and just like ducks down, and she's just like, by the gods, Cadmus, why?
Theophilus, are you okay? What happened?
Playing the stupid wild magic game.
Like I'm gonna look. Okay, so because I have a feeling I'm looking down at the ground, but I realized like I bumped into her and she knocked over. Was like, okay, when I look up, well, okay, perspective wise, what am I seeing differently compared to my original height?
Well, you're suddenly like eye level with anybody who's around you.
You're now 5'6". Congratulations. Actually, no,
Three-
5'3". I think that would
What's
be
your
more
normal
historically
height?
accurate.
like I'm tall for a forest gnome, but I'm 3'6", I think.
Yeah.
That'd be funny if those numbers
I
were
would laugh if
reversed.
she's almost eye level with a dad, 6 foot or something like that.
6'3".
Today is
I did have that
6'2".
happen. I did have that happen to my gnome, and she was stuck that way for like 3/4 of the campaign.
Okay, but wait a minute. Okay, so how tall am I now?
If it works the same as enlarge reduce, you are now 7 foot. Because enlarge reduce will either double your height or reduce you by half. So
It just does one size category, so we'll just say you grow like 2 feet.
Okay, so I'm 5'6" now.
Yeah.
Please tell me my clothes grew with me.
Yes, everything that was on you grew with you.
that would be really uncomfortable if it didn't.
Like I have a feeling like looking up, I'm gonna be eye to eye with Prince Urian now. I'm like,
Yep. He's just kind of looking at you and looking around. He's just like, hi. Bullshit.
What was that?
He's just saying random hellos in different languages now.
I only heard one of them. Can you
Well,
repeat the other one?
the other one I said was hi and bonjour. I mean, I could say hola, but konnichiwa. I don't know that many.
Konnichiwa, assalamu alaikum, ni hao.
Yeah, ni hao. I only know that because there was a show called Ni Hao Kai Lan that my brother really liked.
There's also Privyet, which is hi in Russian.
Privyet.
That I can't say the word for hello because it's like 13 letters long and starts with a Z. Why am I tall?
Hello.
Today we learned that I'm not the only
Hello.
person who doesn't know how to handle a wild magic storm. We're just literally gambling here.
First I was
Hello.
deaf and had sparks coming out my ears, and now I'm tall?
So say apparently in Scottish Gaelic it is hollow.
Hello. Yeah, that makes sense.
Hollow.
Same in German.
In Danish it's hi. No, that's bye. It's just hi. But H-E-J. Anyway, yes. You poor Brina, she's having a rough day. Alright. So Cadmus is just like, okay, your turn.
Theophilid, what happened to me? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being tall. I like looking at like Prince Urian, looking at the people around me.
What happened to you? There's Cadmus.
minutes.
Sorry. I
Okay,
can't believe. No.
He didn't know what was going to happen in the first place.
It'll be fine. Wild magic surge effects are temporary. Usually.
Usually.
Very comforting, Tom.
Rita stopped crying because she's confused as hell.
I suppose one could always take the try everything until it works solution of just casting more spells, but I can't say that that's advisable.
I've already had 2 things happen to me this morning, and Rada ran away. I'm not having.
Drinking everything in the medicine cabinet until you feel better. It might work. It's probably a bad idea.
Yeah, it might work and it might also kill you.
Cadmus leans over to you, Day, and he goes, Rada ran away?
That is the news of the morning.
How did I miss that?
That is the question on everybody's mind, Cadmus. But
Interesting.
Aridin, I think, but I don't know if Badea knows that Aridin was. I don't think she does, actually.
No.
Does Day even know Erden's still in the tent?
Nobody
Considering
knows.
She didn't know Cadmus was there? Potentially not. She lovey a single-minded focus when she's working on a project. There are other times where it causes problems.
I don't think Cat even knows they go.
You'll hear from somewhere in the tent. Day, you are not participating.
That's why I was watching first.
Some of the other druids kept going though. Can one of you roll me a d12?
You want the roll that I had gotten for originally?
Sure.
10.
10.
I'm gonna pray it doesn't affect me.
I'm guessing that's
You're
the person's choice.
You are suddenly feeling very impervious.
Who?
Amror. Like you could be immune to all damage for a little while.
Unfortunately, he's not that personality of, throw everything at me, let's try this.
Right. I get the
Right?
That's the point of a wild magic storm. It doesn't do that. Wait. I'm taller than 2 of my family stacked on top of each other.
Wrong mutters something to herself it translates into Fae as that wouldn't be hard to do.
Wait,
But
Tom
she
mutters that.
She mutters to herself in Chinese that wouldn't be hard to do.
Chinese, I'm obviously not gonna understand.
You're to hug you, and make you feel better.
Oh,
I'm trying to help. Maybe I'm not helping.
I'm getting the impression that Urian is the king of awkward.
Yes. Yes,
And
he
he
is.
still hasn't actually comforted her.
Child.
Thank you. Rescind my previous statement.
Whoa.
Like as he's saying this, like, because Brita's just like I'm kind of just like looking at my limbs because it's like, okay, everything's proportionate. But like as he's explaining that, like I'll probably look up at him and like her cheeks just start turning red. It's like, okay, thank you.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Perfect.
I think that's enough for a
That's
fireball.
20 on my end.
11 on mine.
Oh. You suddenly hear screams from the other end of the tent as 31
Are they animate?
they're zombies.
What?
And guess what? We don't have a cleric anymore.
We wild magic into necromancy, guys. All right. Can we agree at necromancy that this is a bad idea? Let's go fix this.
Yeah.
You know, this wouldn't have been a problem if Erden left. I did have that lined up.
At whoever is screaming, like Bryn would probably jump and end up closer to Prince Urian.
Now what?
and, and when she realizes what she's done, like the red in her cheeks gets brighter. It's like
Get set up with my unexpected.
Access to destroy undead?
Medea was about to cast a spell and was like, wait, no. Guess we gotta rely on the spear. Nice to rely on that new sword.
Well,
Not there yet.
what I was trying to say was that leveled spells might not be good, but cantrips might be fine.
Nice, yeah.
I found out that old whiteboards don't actually erase that file.
Yeah. Last time I used these, Chris was part of the fight.
whoa, that means the Viking ship, I think, in the
Yeah, because I still have pirates. So. Why do I have Tooth twice?
Because it's Tooth, he's just snuck his way into 2 initiatives.
The sad is that I can see that happening.
That's evolution magic now. There can be 2 of them. Also, hopefully the crystal did not react to all of this nonsense.
Oh.
The crystal gives him the opportunity to read minds.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, but no. Sorry, just realizing that what Tooth could do with certain information.
Are you suggesting he might try to get through a day of 6 gold?
That is one thing that came to mind, yeah.
But of course, in the least convenient Academist way possible.
Of course. Take it easy on him.
Is Amber going to join the fight?
These things clearly don't belong here. Yes.
I figured as much, but I thought I'd ask.
Impervious and immune to all damage for a while, so hopefully that lasts. Right?
Yes.
Wait a minute, I'm tall now.
You are.
Maybe I can actually.
You probably move
Right.
faster.
Oh wait, do I move faster?
Yeah, you have
Yep.
30 feet now.
Okay.
Do you want
I feel
this
like
to
it's
be more
raining.
permanent?
What was that?
Do you want this to be... The look on your face is like, huh, this is actually kind of neat.
Here's the part of me that I'm just like, I feel like Brina feeling like, wait, this height actually could be useful. This might actually be a good thing. Like, you'd be excited about being able to move faster and fight better and be more helpful, but also feel like she's betraying her entire race. Because she's now taller than all of them. And she was already tall for a forest gnome, then anyway.
Now you'll have to use your glamour to make yourself look smaller when you go home.
But they can all see right through it anyways.
I could see Roha calling her out on it. I could see her parents being very confused. Friend would probably also call her out on it, but also be like, what happened? Who do I have to hurt? Being the protective older brother.
Okay. Oh, I forgot the offload. Okay. What was Amber's initiative?
Oh, right, we're going for initiative.
Oh, yes.
Hey, the second 3 of the night.
That was what total?
6.
6. Brina.
8.
We're doing great, guys. Idea.
12.
Better. Erden.
14.
6, 8, 12, 14.
I'm glad he's going first.
No, he's not going
Tom.
first. Because I got a 20.
I'm glad he's going before most of us.
I'm sorry. 6, 8, 12, 14. Okay,
Dana
6,
got a plus
8,
1 in
12.
initiative. She was an 11.
Like 6, 8, 12, 14, and then 20. I'm like, what? I rolled a 4, but my initiative modifier is a +4.
I rolled a 19, my mod's a 1.
got a 16. We got them all. 6, 8, 12, 14, 16. Almost had an 18.
Anybody got an 18?
Working on it. We'll see what happens. I still gotta do 3 people. Oh. My dude. My dude.
Which
Yeah.
dude?
Or Lois.
Yeah, I think there might be a slight issue with me right now, guys. Because
The
usually
camera's
I'm...
off?
No, that's not the issue.
It just occurred to me there's going to be like 50 people in this combat. Including all the various undead wandering around.
There's 31 undead animals and human corpses.
No. The issue is that I am a full-blown caster. And
Yeah.
I think casting spells is not an option if I don't want anything worse to happen.
Hidea is also a full caster.
So it's
Although
a
at
good
least
thing your
her
second
weapon's
highest...
better than it was as a cleric.
So it's a good thing the second highest thing you put for your skills first was intelligence and then strength, so that you can, swing your quarterstaff, right?
I don't have a quarterstaff. And I dumped strength.
Nice.
I have a -1 to strength.
I only get to use my Tayaka. Effectively. Wait, please don't. So, okay, if I grew, my stuff was all on me, so all of it also grew, so my weapons still fit me.
Yep.
Yay!
Yeah, that'll work for you, my dear. Okay. My dear, why did you roll like that?
Chocolate?
Yeah.
I think I might be a one-trick pony this combat.
Okay, so let's see. Our order
Also
will
embrace
be
chaos.
Tong. Tong, you will be going first.
Lovely, I get to be the first guinea pig.
uh, Ideo, what's your dexterity?
+1, 13 is the score.
Okay. And then, what's Amor's?
Hammer has an okay dexterity. I think he has a +3.
+3?
16 is the score.
Okay. How big is the tent? Let's see.
I don't care
Care
how
how
big
big
the
the
tent is.
I guess. Right.
Oh no.
To be fair, that's what we thought happened the first time.
True.
I'm not sure which one would have been more destructive at this moment.
Okay. Let's go 6 meters by 5 meters. The height of about 2.5 meters.
Okay. Alright, second question is, I know, leveled spells will cause wild magic.
Where 5 feet.
Will
Mhm.
cantrips?
So
We have not figured that out yet.
2.5.
Hmm. Alright. Well, let's just lighten the room a little bit. As a bonus action, she's going to reach down to her spell book. So she is effectively going to do this motion and throw her hand out over towards the commotion. She's manifesting the mind of her spell book, and over the zombies will appear a tiny dragon-looking thing that will shed 10 feet of dim light.
Okay.
For now, it's just going to be doing that, and alright, let's see how bad this goes. I am casting Firebolt on the closest zombie.
Okay.
It would have been so much better if this had just ended up being Fireball. I mean, really.
Do we really want that smell, though?
Adea probably would have instinctively cast Absorb Elements if she'd been caught in the blast, which might have made it worse.
Okay, so since I haven't heard of any wild magic stuff happening yet, that is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, 26 will hit.
All right, 2d10s.
But sorry, I was writing things down. Can you roll a percentage die for me?
Yay!
62.
Okay. Excellent. I need everybody to make a dexterity save,
Now it's Fireball.
including Tom. Everyone.
I figured.
Oh, for frick's sake.
Let me write down the rest of these. We'll see.
That's
what
not bad,
happens.
actually.
Eh.
Oh, everyone gets +5. If you're
Oh,
within 10
okay.
feet of me.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm within 10 feet of you, but I have a 26 on my own. I rolled a nat 20.
Nice.
Adea rolled an 11. Amber rolled a 19. He probably is close enough to get Eridan's +5. I don't know if Adea is.
Tom,
Alright.
what is your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is 17.
Okay.
So, with Erden's thing, I managed to beat my DC.
All right.
Who? I might be within 10 feet of Eridan, so if so, I would have a 31. But I have a 26 regardless. I think I'm fine.
Yeah, Amor's in the same boat. He might be close enough to Eridan to get the bonus, but he passed the DC even without it. Adea's not so lucky. Kind of regardless, actually.
Except that that's what?
Oh, that is true.
Oh goodness.
It could be dry too.
Oh goodness. Cool. All right. So basically, what happens as you created a wave of water that sweeps forward for 100 feet over the course of 2 rounds. So, who did not make the dexterity save?
Adea.
Just Idea?
Yeah, I got a 23, so I'm good.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright.
At least I was already wet.
Just for the record, I got an 18.
It's like, so, like Ern's like about to get up to deal with this, and it's like, oh.
Pretty much.
I'm curious as to what Leopold and Prince Urian rolled right now.
Urian is good. He's good. Leopold, not so much.
How many people passed a 17 DC? Jeez.
What about Leopold?
Alright. Everyone who failed is going to take 18 bludgeoning damage. Everyone who passed is going to take 9. Except for Amor, who is immune right now. So,
Good job, Amber.
okay, what is...
With that, just
Oh, lovely. Well, on the bright side, you took out all the zombies. So...
They're just all dead? No.
We're not very nice.
Oh.
They only had 15 hit points. You're not going back anymore.
So,
Punk got a 31.
when she releases the firebolt, she's like, and then the effect happens, she's like, good to know. Cantrips don't even work in this, or cause wild magic.
I will say that it does say that, regardless of whether you save or not, You are now all pushed back 70 feet. So you guys have been flung out of the tent, out into the deluge that's outside. Everyone is
We're like
wet
right
now.
next to the woods, and just a wave of water just pushes all of us into the woods. Like all rolling in mud and everything.
And you know what?
Now I'm imagining like the spell initially came out as fire, and then you just watch as as like some as like literally like changes color into water and suddenly violently expands. Like
Can
they
I
have
get
2 seconds to think about it.
somebody to roll a d100?
Oh, I got
You rolled 100 last time. No.
85.
That's why we're in this mess.
Ah, excellent. The winds have picked up.
You're welcome. Ah, yes. Now we have horizontal rain.
I will say that Will stands up from getting shoved off by this water, and he's just like dripping wet. And he goes, "All right, we are not playing any more magic games. Is that understood?" And all the druids are kind of like,
Yes,
"Yeah."
Will.
Not
Mr.
fixing
Merlin,
it.
sir.
Why do I have a feeling because I was because I jumped closer to Urian when the scream happened, that when we get pushed back by the wall of water, why do I have a feeling that I might have ended up smack on top of him?
Yeah.
It's gonna be awkward.
So, Tong now, well, while Will is doing that, we'll go over to the druids that were doing this and just be the angry parent slash teacher and just give them a lecture on how stupid they were. She's taught college kids. She knows how to do that.
It's just like, oh, why do I feel like I'm failing?
Some of us have learned the hard. Some of us have to learn the hard way. Apparently, Adea and everybody else in that circle are among them. Adea just happened to have learned her lesson before this incident.
Like, be proud of me. I didn't do it. Yeah, but you didn't stop him either. Yeah.
So, Jen, question, like the scenario that I had mentioned with Brina, like
Yes.
potentially
He may have instinctively, like, just like grabbed hold of you and Leophlet. So, like, he's got one of you in each arm, or at least tried to. He's holding on to you. He may not have a good grip, but like, he just instinctively was like, "Ah, ladies."
save ladies. Okay.
And off to the side, Ern's kind of just like spread eagle in there, like a starfish, kind of just staring up the wet sky and just slowly chewing breakfast. Like,
Slowly just eating this breakfast. Like, this is my day. My day. Rana ran away. I couldn't stop her. It's a wild magic storm. Brina was deaf, and now she's tall.
And now
There's
we're
a
all wet.
tsunami in the
There's
tent.
a tsunami in the tent. My day.
and now there's no tent.
And now
I'm
no
wet,
tent. We're
and half of my breakfast is now gone. This is by far a terrible, terrible day.
this is the whims of fate and the no good, the horrible, no good, awful, very bad day.
It has not been one day since Rada has left. The
And
gods
they're already falling apart.
truly have a sense of humor.
Rada has this tingling sense that something went horribly, horribly wrong.
You get a sending. I leave for one day. What happens?
What happened?
That I didn't. Not actually, because she wants
No,
to
that
know.
doesn't happen. Okay. It's like, how would
I
Erden
will say
respond?
that, Erden, as you're lying there on the ground chewing on your food, suddenly there's a bit of a shadow that comes over you, and you just see Uther standing there. He's like chewing on something. He's got a coat, like a cloak over him. You know, I was thinking that maybe things would go smoothly today because it was raining. I hoped everyone would stay inside, but apparently I was wrong.
Ern will like actually focus his eyes up at him and then swallow his food, just like, you severely underestimate boar druids during a wild magic rainstorm.
Oh, that explains so much. He'll just like reach his hand down to you.
He'll take it and like pull himself up, like Ernst in his
Amber.
relaxed clothes. He hasn't actually gone in any armor today.
Meanwhile, in the background, Tong is still angrily lecturing the druids.
Emerald standing in the exact same place. He's the only person who didn't get swept away and doesn't appear to even really be wet. Like,
Like where his head was is like
Gorlois is just looking at you like, how did you do that? You've got to let me in on your secret.
my secret is that wild magic is a strange thing.
Have you heard of the Greek philosophy of Stoicism?
Well, I came over because I got a messenger. One of our spies was out. Caught wind of some news. And now I'm thinking I'm not allowed to leave Gorlois in charge of a bunch of druids. Of course, he is one, so maybe that was my first mistake.
Oh no, Chris was there too. So this was this just with those two alone, this was apparently unavoidable.
Chris? Or do you mean Will?
Well, damn it. Too many damn names. He's a C character, it doesn't matter anyways. He's a substitute Merlin. This is all off character.
Anyway. Gorlois, if you're done messing around, I could use you in the, war tent. Gorlois is just turns from Amber and he's just like, I wasn't messing around. The fox lady sent a wave at us. Now everyone's looking. He
It
didn't
grew
even
up
yell
so
like
fast.
harshly. He just
as soon as like Uther is like moving away, Brina's like gonna reach around to help pull Urian up.
He's
Like, you're just trying to help.
Uther does stop and turn around and goes, Erden, that means you're Groot too.
Oh, okay.
Adea was about to comment about how their bad behavior got them into trouble, and then she's like, "Oh, again."
What?
Brina, I need you.
I don't have to clean up messes that aren't mine. With no magic.
Yeah. Yeah, Ern will like turn to the group, just like, Brina, I need you. Tong, I mean, you'll probably want to come just for historical purposes alone. Adea, you can stay here if you want, but you have to clean up.
Adea's following.
She's like, I'm not doing anything.
Thon will turn back to the druids that she's been lecturing. We'll continue this later.
Alright. So, The rest of you will now experience that there are, in
up
fact, rivers of water just, like, filling camp. On the bright side, you're also seeing, Brina, that being tall means you're not getting swept away by these rivers.
That's kind of nice. She's like kind of like looking around her at her new height. It's like,
is Amor part of the war council, or does he just wait for Gorlois to tell him?
He's Gorlois' right-hand man, so yeah, each of the kings will bring their, like, the closest thing they have to a general if they don't have a general. Because they're, like, essentially the generals of the king.
Not that tall. Pretty average.
Yeah.
This is one of those meetings where more people have to you don't just let it flow down, you get the more people involved. Got it.
Yeah.
Also, Ern will walk next to Brina, because I imagine being tall will mess with your sense of direction or how far to move your legs.
I think I'm walking okay.
Yeah. I mean, you're feeling a little gangly. It's like...
Yeah, I was like, I have a feeling like she would have probably been like trying to take her normal short steps to keep up with everybody. But now I have long legs, and it's like, wait, longer steps. Okay.
What? I don't.
And your legs are heavier, so you have to do more work to lift them.
Yup. Indeed.
Tom will summon Gaucher, and he's like, "Ma'am, why did you have to summon me in the rain? If I have to suffer, you have to suffer too."
Indeed. Okay. So when you get to
I love how Ada's the one who went out in the rain, and she's feeling the most fortunate of everybody today.
I guess there's one convenient thing about all this rain. All the mud's gonna get washed off real quick.
Yep.
As long as you're not on the ground. All the stuff on the ground is now extra muddy.
True. Physics. Don't go away. Okay. Alright, so just to keep things short and to the point, my informant has said that there are basically two factions of Saxons right now. Sorry. So the first faction is heading north toward Hadrian's Wall because I guess they have a death wish. I'm gonna let the Picts deal with that and see what happens.
Please tell me that Tyrian's like next to me laughing under his breath or something, because I can totally see that being the case.
He's definitely got a little grin, like they're dead. Okay. The other faction is headed for the border with Kimmery. to, quote, protect what is theirs. Though I suspect there's probably more to it. They were seen talking with some Gales, which does not bode well because they may try to come at us from the other side, which is not what I want. On the other hand, we may be able to make a deal with the Gales. I don't know. Most of the ones I've ever come across were pirates. Never a reasonable one. So, we've got some decisions to make. Our army is not huge, and I don't like the idea of having to split fronts, protect ourselves. But we may not have a choice. So what I'm going to need is solid information on whether that's going to be the case or not. So that I can make the proper decision of what to do with the army and see how much more recruiting I'm going to have to try and do.
The two fronts being the Gales
Basically,
and the Saxons.
yeah, so basically it'd be our east and western borders. Saxons will be coming from the east, Gales will be coming from the west. This lamp makes my eyes a fun color. It's very distracting.
I can certainly get to work on the scouting efforts.
I would much appreciate that. And I know you have your own men at your command, so whatever you need to do to get ready for that. I'm gonna say you don't have to try and set out until after all this is cleared out, because I don't want you guys to drown by accident.
Certainly a cover. A cover for what, though?
Um, the other bit of information is that the Vortigern has his own army that he is putting together. And at this, he looks toward Gorlos and he says, "Somebody has outed you. He is planning to head for Cornwall."
Ooh.
And Gorlos is just like, do we know if they've set out yet?
It definitely causes concern for Amber as well.
Yeah. And Uther says, I don't know. As soon as our scouts got all this information, they made their way back, and they probably should have stuck around just a little bit longer, but they wanted to get this information to us as soon as possible. And with it being a several days ride to get here, I can't say I blame them. At the very least, I know you can send a message to your family and get them prepared. Oh, cord. I don't want to unplug that. That'll shut off my computer. That being said, Amror, if you feel like it would be more prudent for you to head to Cornwall to defend that area. I don't know why I keep calling it Cornwall. It's Dumnonia right now.
Yes.
Its modern name.
Shh. If you feel like you need to head to Dumnonia to protect it, I do not begrudge that of you. I'll get somebody else to do the scouting.
It is certainly my desire, my liege, though I feel I owe you some sort of report, some sort of effort in the fronts that you need as well.
Pardon me.
Yes.
You have a bunch of birds.
Do I have a bunch of birds?
Well, if you needed scouting done, I could ask them to help. We've done it before with the ravens.
Uther looks a little confused. This is not his area of expertise, so he's just like, I mean,
Oh,
I don't personally have birds, but I'm sure you could.
sorry. I guess what I mean is, are there birds in this area? Are there like large flocks of birds in this area? I mean, I've seen some, but they've been really. The rain makes it harder to tell numbers.
Breen is about to make about to be the reason that falconry becomes such a highly regarded sport.
That. It's probably already been that before, but
yes.
I mean, yes, I haven't paid attention, but I've heard them singing, so I assume there's a decent number of them.
I'm sorry to confuse you, Your Highness. My people, we just are able to talk with them. Well, not just birds, but other animals too. But regardless, focusing.
Oh.
I could
You
ask.
told me.
I could ask. I could ask a flock of birds to be able to do some scouting for us, if that would be helpful. It's probably not going to be the same as having men on the ground, but it's at least something. If that would allow Airmore to be able to protect his family as well as do the work that we need to do here.
Well, we could potentially, if you get enough, you could probably send 2 flocks, one to each border, right?
Yeah. I mean, they'd have to fly back for me to be able to get the information, but
And they have to.
yeah, and I need to be able to tell them what to look for.
Oh, I can easily give you descriptions of what Gales and Saxons look like. That won't be an issue.
I've seen the Saxons and Londonians, so.
That's true. You could probably describe them. You've been to their camps enough time at this point. Gales, I can
Wasn't
Huh?
Hosk a Gale?
Yes.
Gale. Wait, Hosk. Hosk was a Gale. I think he was here with us previously. I actually don't know where he is now, but do most Gales look like him?
You are
Well-
asking people from that question from several years, and we haven't seen him since the Battle of Kimmery.
Good point.
Yeah. He doesn't know who you're talking about.
Okay. Description of the Gales would be good then.
Gales are, they're pretty pale. Dark hair. Typically blue eyes. They're really not too dissimilar from Urian's people. He's got the point. I mean, we tend to be a bit burlier because we live where it's a little bit colder, but pretty similar. Oh yes, it snows. Quite frequently.
Rachel just like stared at him for a second, like give an awkward nod, and then is like, okay, and back to my question about birds. Actually, she'll probably swing over to Amber. It's like, Amber, would that make you feel enabled to be able to check on your family?
And I suspect, based off of what we've been told, it's more than a check and it's a full-fledged defense. It's certainly a start. I'll make sure to coordinate with Lois and some of my men to make sure that both fronts are covered adequately.
Funny enough, we haven't heard from him in a while. Tooth will actually pop out of nowhere. He's just like, I can go with you. I can do all kinds of new tricks now. And they won't know what's coming.
I don't know, Nia.
You, Amber, he has a crystal necklace that now makes him be able to read minds.
Which means
And
I'll
as he
know their
says that,
every move.
but as he says that, you
What
all
does the whole war table do when they hear that? It's like, wait.
Leprechaun
We-
reads mine.
right, but as like if anybody is paying attention to Brina's face when she says that, you'll see her eyes get a little bit wider and it's like gives a slight bit of panic come into her eyes for a minute, and then she just like tries to smile and hope that it's not showing.
The first sound that Tong makes since entering the tent is laugh or a chuckle.
Look, I know I have a reputation, but I am a family man. There are babies over there. Gotta protect the babies.
She telepathically says to him, "Oh, how noble of you."
I'm rolling insight.
Rolling an insight. Okay.
That has a dirty 20.
He actually seems to be genuine in his offer to help.
Or like turn to go Lois and just kind of like, and Amaron just like nod a little bit.
Amber knows Tooth well enough to know that Tooth might have multiple agendas, but usually someone useful to have close for this sort of thing. Yeah. Amber's happy to take his offer.
Excellent.
Especially if Tooth is coming with him and he's not putting Tooth in charge of a scouting expedition. Amber would not put Tooth in charge of a scouting expedition by himself. He has the skills, but it's what he will do with that information that is the problem.
Yeah.
For the people that he's put in charge of. One of the two.
Okay. So I say the moment this weather lets up, we help Gorlos and his group get packed and ready to haul it out of here.
Would the storm prevent? I was gonna say, Brina's addressing Grillos. Like, would the storm prevent you being able to contact your family?
No, we use sending stones. They're very useful. I say sending stones, they're really a pearl.
Finally got fed up with the one-way communication.
Well, he's always always been able to do that kind of communication with her. He never got a chance to give your group a pearl, specifically Erden. You guys just keep disappearing, and he's just like, for the love of God.
So he hasn't yet noticed that Erden has a pearl at the moment.
No, he's a bit distracted.
He hasn't gotten your phone number yet.
Well, because the pearl that he has is from Tanatia Row when we went pearl diving.
Although Idea just gave Cadmus hers.
Yeah.
So
he made a phone and then gave it to him.
there's this series of musicals that this college did back in the 2010s called the Harry Potter musical.
Yep.
And in the second one, like my favorite, because the guy who played Voldemort in the first one plays Umbridge in the second one, and he's like this tall, burly guy in a short little pink dress. It's the best. But she's like extra clingy, and so like, and she has like a crush on Dumbledore through this. It's so funny. She goes.
Oh, man.
What I'm thinking of right now is this line that she does all the time, where she's like, "Did you get the text? You didn't text me back."
Tsundere.
Did you get the text? Text me back. Ugh. Okay. So, if I could get someone to roll a D100 again. For later. Yeah. Just for like later in the day.
That is a 94.
94. Are you gonna load?
Rolling high seems to have continued to make Storm worse, so we haven't rolled beneath an 80 yet.
Table is not loading.
Oh.
Would most
I
of
guess it's
Amorous
sunny
men also be
skies.
from Domnonia?
What?
Would most of Amorous men also be from Domnonia?
Yes. All of them would be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Right, that's where your levies would come from.
Oh, why are you being stubborn?
It's alright. More fun. Apparently.
Oh, there we go. Okay, you said 94.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He's smiling.
Well, the storm, by late afternoon, the storm has rolled out, but it is hot and humid.
What is this weather? Like, I feel sorry for anybody who would be like trying to run a weather channel right now.
I mean, it's late spring, but it does. Brina is quite comfortable with this weather now.
Yeah, Amor's not wasting any time.
No, neither is Gorlois.
He's definitely coordinating with his men and with Brina and with Gorlois and any other groups that typically do scouting so that we can make sure scouting is robustly covered. And then he'll be frank with his men that the two options are there, but he fully expects most of them will want to come with him. And
Yeah.
he's making preparations. He considered going out while it was still storming and then was like, I know enough to decide that's not a good idea, but we can be prepared to leave as soon as it stops.
Gorlois will search you out, Erden.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Ern will actually try and search him as well.
You find each other. Look at that. So I want to make sure that we don't lose communication again, just in case like the worst happens, or we're talking uh, my tiny little dukedom against whatever's left of that sad Roman Empire.
I'm not sure which one to expect to win that.
Right?
Considering that the Western Roman Empire abandoned Britain.
Uh-huh. Vortigern's trying to pretend like he is the Western Roman Empire. But to be
Yeah, I don't know.
fair, there were like 3 of them at one point because everybody decided they were emperor.
According to some
Fire
sources, Arthur
vacuums.
tried his shot at taking on the Roman Empire.
I think the Roman Empire was long gone from the time he was an adult, and he was just like, who cares?
At that point, he might have been going against Oda Walker.
Yeah. He's just like, not my problem. um, so I'm gonna get Ascending Stone set up for you two.
Okay.
Because frankly, you and Uther are like the only ones I would trust to protect my family should the need arise, outside of myself.
That
Maybe
makes
Will,
sense.
if he's not feeling extra grumpy. I'd say Emrys, but I don't know where the hell he's gone.
Yeah, yeah, farmer. They right now.
So, um, he'll actually produce a pearl. Kind of got a bluish tinge to it. Um, the nice thing with these is you don't really have to activate them. Just like touch your lips and then you can just talk into it. Is that way, basically just touching your lips activates it so that it knows, hey, and it's just a one-way thing, so it comes straight to me.
Oh, this is even better than the other one I have.
What?
Oh, I met my sister and she gave me this. I have to use a spell to activate it, but
What does your sister do?
she's a librarian clerk and a student. Also, I think she's dating a druid, so
Because this is a druid spell, and you shouldn't be able to do that if you're not human. Do you have human in your bloodline that I'm just not aware of?
I don't actually like look at him a little bit like, did you not notice like the very normal ears I have?
Well, to be fair, I've never seen like an elf before.
Okay, fair. Yeah, no, it's very distinctive.
Okay. I mean, and when you said half elf, it could be half elf and half something else that you just didn't care about that half. You didn't
Ah,
specify.
yes. It was definitely a Kelpie. Don't worry about it.
I mean, I might believe you on that front if you like showed any klepto possibilities, but you don't steal things, so
Nope, thank goodness.
huh.
Yeah, no, you'll be fine. I mean, come on. The Romans at this point.
Well, the Vortigern. Oh, well, Constance has interesting allies when he needs them or wants them. He'll basically say anything to get people on his side, so I worry about who else he could convince potentially from the mainland to, I don't know, make me fight on 2 fronts too.
Ooh.
Hmm. Hmm.
You sure you don't want me to like come along with you to make sure that this is all covered?
Let me see how bad it is. If I think I need you, I will let you know.
All right.
Because it could be that he really is just got a pathetic remnant of whatever he thinks is an army, and I can easily just get rid of him. Or he comes in as the Emperor Constantine and just obliterates all of us.
Well, if he figured out how to make a weapon out of his ego, then yes, I would definitely be worried.
My big concern is what happened to his godly support. Where's she gonna end up?
Ooh. Hmm.
Yeah.
Well, if he's going with his army, she'll be right there. If he's not going with his army, then she might not be there.
However, there's no way to really know.
That's why we have the pearl, right? To make sure.
I suppose I could pray to Vivian and see if I get an answer, but she's an air goddess. They're kind of, well,
Flighty?
huh?
Flighty?
Yeah.
Sorry, this is the player.
Yes, they're kind of flighty. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Ooh. So, yeah, we'll see. So, if nothing else, put in a good word with me with the death god. I hear you talk to him sometimes.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I will. Though I'm pretty sure you could do it. I think you could do it yourself. I think he's all right.
What? Think who could do what themselves?
Gorlos could pray for himself.
Oh, yeah. Well, wouldn't hurt to have extra prayers out there as well.
That's fair. I'll make sure to do it.
Much obliged. Okay, I need to the rest of my stuff packed up. Um,
Yeah, where is your tent? Let's do that.
um, I think it might have actually collapsed under all that rain.
Yeah, I was thinking about joking like, well, it was here, but now I think it's at the other end of camp.
It's over there. Whoops.
I was this close to making it.
That is true. Hang on.
Oh no.
Arthur, high or low?
Hello.
You did not aim the wave towards camp. It was strictly away from camp. You did not knock over the rest of camp.
That would have been a disaster.
Yeah,
Like,
because not only do we have to pack up, now everything's sopping wet, and we have to figure out whose is whose before anyone can leave. Not worth
and
it.
anyone with half a brain would be able to see, okay, everything's in a circle, and in the middle are the druids. Like, having the enemy to have the camp.
It wasn't the Fae this time. We're pretty sure.
No, it was our own people because they were bored.
It's really two birds of a feather with these people.
This is why Cadmus should have met you at the forge.
Hey, you have the
Yep.
rest of the day to go there now.
I'm
Okay.
so cold.
Speaking of, I
Uh-huh.
suspect that coming out of this meeting, once we're kind of out of the planning committee's earshot, Dave's like, so my understanding is that everything interesting is happening not here.
Yes.
Well, Travis and I have a sword to make, but after that, I think we should go make a legacy. Or, inspire some people. We've got some tricks up our sleeves. Stories that need to be written.
We're gonna
Boy.
perk up with stories, but also be very wary of.
Where are you going with this?
Yeah.
Straight to the battlefront.
To admit, your Amazon sisters would be so proud of you with that.
The day has all grown up.
Baby's all growing up and take a shower. Only that, except an Amazon version. My sister's all grown up and going to war.
It's a shame of war of the men, but we can take what we can get.
Valkyrie.
Added
It's
to,
not anymore. I don't know why.
added to the list of half-missing stories of Amazons in random places that ended up doing something heroic and disappearing or having something terrible happen to them.
I will say by end of day, like as sunset's coming, the Dumnonian part of camp has been broken down and they're ready to go. Corlois says, get lots of rest. We're leaving at the crack of dawn. And he may have some fun spells like Wind Walk that might make it go a little faster.
Which might be the only reason Amro doesn't try to make an argument to leave earlier.
Yep.
I think before we actually people bed down for the night, Rena would go and find Amor just to make sure she can say goodbye before he heads off. Because I feel like in the morning I would probably be sending out my bird scouts, maybe.
Mm-hmm. Well, you could have done that today too if you want, because remember, it did warm up, dry out.
Yeah.
Not dry out, it was still humid, but
yeah, I'd probably with that much rain, certain bird species can't fly very well with wet wings. So I'd find whatever bird species are okay to fly and be able to send them out.
You're actually able to find a couple of flocks of sparrows that were able to keep themselves mostly dry. The trees have very large leaves here and there, very small birds, so they were pretty well protected.
This is me as a player being kind to you. I will not ask for all of their names, but I will ask for two. One for the contingent flock going to the east and one for the flock going to the west. So if I can have the lead bird names for those two, I will not ask the rest of the bird names. Rena will be curious, but I will not actually ask you for all the rest of the flock's names.
We'll say the one going east is Peep, and the one going west is Cheap.
I love it.
I like it.
And sheep are about to be war heroes.
So as you're giving instructions to them, I want you to do an animal handling just to make sure that they are understanding fully what you're asking them to do.
Okay. Let me put dice away. Animal handling, what is the score? That's a 9. That ain't good. I need bardic inspiration on myself.
Huh?
Remind myself what bardic inspiration does.
Gives you a bonus to your check.
Yeah.
D6.
Mm.
I will take the 6. That gives me a 15.
Okay. That's better. Yeah, they seem to be grasping what you're saying, so they kind of nod and they're like, okay, we'll let you know. And they take off.
Thank you.
Big flock of birds. Woo! Mhm.
Actually, at the near the end of the day, after Ern's
Uh-huh.
talked with Gorlos a little bit, Ern will actually go to Adea and just be like, "Hey, Adea, I'm not sure if this is possible or not, but I imagine you've noticed every time I've summoned Thunderclap, he doesn't come with a saddle. Do you think it's possible to make a saddle that can go with Thunderclap?"
Dea thinks about this and she goes, I don't entirely know the nature of thunderclaps, so it's hard to say. You could carry a saddle in your bag of holding. Other than that, I don't know. I'm not a leather worker.
Ed, like, okay, well, that makes sense.
That's ask the
Hmm.
other person that has an animal companion.
Nah, he wouldn't want to bother Tong. He knows that he's still under the impression that she hates him.
He's like, ah.
Brina doesn't really count because I can talk to all these animals, but it's not the same type of relationship in a
Mhm.
way.
But you could you could talk to the familiar.
Yeah, and have Tom respond like, "Why are you talking to Gausha?"
Actually, Ern will go off and try and find a saddle that isn't being used.
um, well, you can go over to the stables and see what's there. High or low?
Definitely do. High.
Huh? Uh, it looks like every saddle there is in use. That it belongs like they're each like with a stall.
Hmm.
There don't seem to be any spares.
Hmm. Is there anyone? Is there a stable hand around?
There does not appear to be.
I guess I'm gonna have to come back later. Like Ern will like start walking out. It's like, wait a minute. No. And I'll actually go back to Thunderlap. It's like, hey Thunderlap, okay, I want to test something. Do you want to try it out?
Am I going to dislike this?
I doubt it. If anything, if it works, then it'll actually be more convenient for you.
I do like convenience.
Because I imagine it's not, particularly comfortable for me just sitting bareback on you, right?
No,
Yeah.
your butt bounces
So
on me a lot.
yeah, so if this works, we might be able to mitigate that.
Okay. What do you have in mind?
Okay, I have two things. And Erden first grabs some rope and his old blanket and and puts the blanket on top and wraps the rope around like a makeshift saddle.
Okay.
And then he gives an old arrowhead and puts in Thunderclap's mouth.
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it. It's just to see if something works more than it doesn't.
What are we doing?
And Ern will walk out of the stable and
What are we doing?
use
What the fuck?
some and use find steed. Like, if this works over a short distance, that'll obviously work on a long distance.
Okay. So you're summoning Steed, is what you're doing?
Hmm.
Okay. He appears.
Does he have all the objects on him?
Uh, that's a good question. Do. I'm trying to see. Um, he just goes, "Why are we doing this? I could have just walked."
Yeah, there. And does he have the makeshift saddle?
Uh-huh.
Awesome. Well, see, I wasn't sure if summoning you would, allow those stuff to come with you. But since it can, once we get you a saddle, you'll be stuck with it, which means it will be constantly convenient. I will take that arrowhead out though.
Constantly on.
Have a Thunderclap
Uh,
to affect that.
better be a comfortable saddle or I'm gonna be really annoyed.
Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure it's a good one. As soon as I find a leather worker.
Better sparkle.
Better sparkle.
He's
You want
fabulous, okay?
you want it to sparkle?
I need to look like a king steed.
Can I is the does the king have a steed and therefore I know what to look for?
He does have a steed. It looks like the horse is actually listening in because you can see, like, there's a bunch of horses with their ears pricked up, and then one of them just puts them back, like, excuse me.
It's like, I'm not listening. I'm not listening. I'm not here.
Ern will put Thunderclap back in his stable and go find the the saddle of the other horses. Like, okay, so what is Thunderclap talking about?
There doesn't seem to be anything particularly special about his saddle. It's well oiled and taken care of. It's got some very shiny metal pieces. Uh, give me an insight.
Okay. This is where I'm gonna bundle it. Right here. Yep. That's 7.
Gosh, you're not even sure if this is actually his saddle or if somebody like moved things around by accident. This doesn't seem right. It's not at all what your horse is talking about.
Like he'll look around, it's like, I don't think anything's much better than this one. If anything, some of them are kind of worse because they're not taken care of as well.
Like, I don't understand. The bridle doesn't seem different. Um, I mean, some of them are different colors. They're probably just made from different hide.
Yeah. Will make note of it and actually make sure he walks out of the stable and is with that outside of hearing distance and psychic talk distance before saying, "What does he want me to do? Put gold on this thing?"
Yes.
That can't possibly be what he wants. There's so many better things.
That would be heavy.
Does he know about the sapphire eyes? Is that what he's talking about?
Understand.
I don't think Udea's gonna give up some sapphire eyes for Thunderclap's saddle.
Also, does Thunderclap really want to carry those things around all the time?
He thinks he does. Because he's fabulous.
50
He
pounds of sapphire.
he may just want to make himself feel like the horse dictator that he thinks he is.
No. Common horse revolutionary.
Common horse revolutionary. Either way, he's a stinking commie. No.
He's a commie with a British accent.
It's the classical depiction of communist war leaders where they have a ton of medals.
That's exactly what he wants.
Oh, that horse.
Well, now Aaron has a new problem to deal with. He needs to find a leather worker. He'll probably do that tomorrow.
But as the camp is going to bed and things like that, Brina will seek out Amor just to be able to give him a hug goodbye and it's like, please come back safe. I hope your family will be okay.
Make no promises, but I've come back every time thus far.
And he hasn't gotten any scars yet either.
He's pristine. The ladies love that.
Brina, you are still tall.
Okay.
Thank you for helping with the scouting expedition.
Really, Peep and Sheep I sent off earlier in the afternoon, and they'll report back what they found.
Thank you very much.
And besides, you have to come back. Yep, you're coming to my brother's wedding.
This is the first time Amber's been told of this.
Think so. I don't think it's been brought up.
Yeah?
Right.
Didn't
Right.
that Ren was getting married? Or did that invitation come when you weren't with us?
I'm not sure I've had the opportunity to know.
Regardless, you're invited. It's not for a bit, so you're fine.
Thank you. If I can, I would be honored to attend. May fortune favor that opportunity.
I think one thing that Brina would find interesting about being tall is like much easier to hug people. It's much easier to hug my friends.
And keep up with them and reach tall things.
But why do I have a feeling that any brownie in camp is now going to look at me and think me even more of a traitor to my people, to their kind? They already don't like me because I adventure too much.
No, I
They
just
don't
think
like
you're
you
weird.
because you're too tookish.
Too tookish.
All right. Is there anything else anyone wants to do? that day.
I think the only thing that Tong would do is just collect her notes from the day and like whoever like is probably one of the members of the party like comes up or is around her first like uh, you have all these Fey people, like how big is this war? I'll just leave that to you guys to decide who that would be.
I'll roll a d6. Should I do a d8 and include Amber? Here's one, so Brina.
So probably after Brina has said goodbye, she's like,
The Emperor.
yeah. I'm pardon me, but I couldn't help notice that there's a wide variety of Fae here. I mean, you're obviously one of the ocean people.
Yes.
You have a half elf from Midgard, an
I think that's fair.
Amazonian. I am only half surprised that there's a leprechaun here. How big is this war?
Yeah, my bad.
Well, would I actually know how big this war is? Because I mean, for us,
Keep disappearing before we ever really find out.
like, well, we've been traveling together quite a while. You, a former version, future version of you. You traveled with us for a while. I know you don't remember, and I don't know if that's because you don't have your memories of it, or if they just haven't happened yet. Sorry, Brina's brain is stretching a little bit, trying to think of the concept of time travel when she doesn't really have a concept for time travel. And so, but I mean, our party, we all came together a while ago, and we're here in a way because Erden knows. Erden grew up with Uther and Gorlois, and
Yeah, that's the half elf, correct?
yes,
He looks familiar. I will say that, but I know I've never seen him. I feel I may have seen a member of his family once.
well, his sister works at the Library of Alexandria.
Okay, there's bigger clue.
Her name is Beetland.
Have you met her yet?
Does she recognize the name?
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's on the tip of my tongue. It was a natural 2, but I have a +8 modifier.
I feel
Bardic
like I
inspiration.
Hmm.
I mean, I was gonna say you could use the bardic inspiration by describing her a little bit.
I already used the bardic inspiration on myself. Can't I
You
use
have
it only
multiple
once a day?
bardic inspirations.
You have
Yeah.
multiple.
Yeah. So, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to try and remember what Deetland looks like. He's about the same height as Erden, isn't she?
Yep.
So she's about Erden's height. Similar coloring. She's engaged to Devith or Divith. Divith. Works at a little sandwich shop in Alexandria. She has a very nice smile when she smiles, but sometimes she's a little bit grumpy. Mostly when she's annoyed with her brother, but I think that's just a sibling thing. What else? What else about Dee? She's a student, but she also works in the library. What other physical features would I be describing of her?
Trying to remember.
Here's a hint. You could say that she's delivered mail to you. Or, well, she's delivered
true.
mail to Tong.
I'm pretty sure she's delivered mail to your house, I believe. We were trying to find you when we were there, but you weren't there. What was the name of the servant again?
Thruther. Well,
We met through there.
yeah.
She seemed a little nervous around us, so I hope we didn't scare her.
Okay, that would explain the eclectic group that she described passed by.
Oh, yeah, that was probably us.
So what's your bardic inspiration die?
A
It's a
D6.
D6.
What level is Brina?
Should be 8.
Oh, you are correct.
Say,
don't
yeah,
touch.
I feel like it should be.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this and thinking, yeah, we need to talk about this right now.
'Cause I felt
Sorry,
like it should have been a D.
it's D8 because I'm
Yeah.
past 5th level.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
feel like
That's
it should
not
be a D8.
Sorry, it is a D8.
Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about now. It was a 3.
Doing great. You got this, Tong.
Is it Dietland Archer daughter?
Caitlin?
Yeah. Okay. She's engaged to one of the sandwich people?
He works at a sandwich shop. He's a druid.
Well, if it's
Yeah,
the one that
he's a
I'm
druid.
thinking about, it's way too expensive.
Didn't seem expensive when we were there, but I also hadn't been anywhere else, so.
It's a tourist town. There are tourist traps on every block, even in the residential district.
Caitlin did mention that. That's why she was willing to put us up at her place. Said it would be too expensive for us to stay in town.
Ooh, you have no idea.
I find it funny that Brina still hasn't answered the main question yet.
Yes, it.
Rena doesn't know. I don't
Wild
know.
tangent and hope you forget.
No, she's just gone on a tangent with trying to help Tong remember us, and like being able to supply names and people. Like I just went into storyteller mode. That's all. I'm not trying to be deceptive and actively avoid the question. I actually am just trying to explain, but got sidetracked on a different story that I was explaining. I'll eventually get back to the main question and be able to answer that I don't know. I don't know how big the war is.
Use bardic inspiration a number of times equal to your charisma for a long rest.
What does the charisma look like?
I was gonna say, you'd know enough to know that it seems to involve the whole island. You don't know how big the island is because you aren't from here, but
Yeah. I mean, the war covers the whole island. I don't really know how big the island is.
because
It's
for
not like my
reference,
island. It's very cold.
yeah, and your island,
Not right now, but It's hot
is
now.
like Hawaii, so Hawaii is nowhere near as big as Great Britain.
The sparrows knew, but Brina did not know how far she was asking them to go when she sent them off.
It can't be that far.
I mean, it's literally as the bird flies, so it actually won't take that long.
And sparrows are migratory and can travel great distances.
Coincidentally, the perfect bird for this mission.
Thinking about it, I don't know why I bothered asking you. Your people aren't from this island.
So, just to give you guys an idea, the daily amount at like the daily average for a migrating songbird in one day is 100 miles.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like a day. That is like
Yeah.
one day to find
They
them.
really are. Yeah, these birds are not going to be gone that long. It's going to be like 3 days tops. Because they may stick around to try and get as much information as they can, but they'll be back. They'll be back long before Gorlois and Amror ever make it home.
Alas, my plan is working better than I even expected.
Birds are useful. That's why they use passenger pigeons until they kill them all.
They were used up into the First World War.
Yep.
Cher Ami was a passenger pigeon that basically received the French Medal of Honor.
There's actually a story about passenger pigeons being used in the modern day in Africa. It was used as an anecdote because the internet there was so slow that somebody attached a USB drive to a pigeon, and it ended up being faster to send the pigeon an hour away than it was to
Send it over the email.
send it over their very, very slow internet.
Now, okay, I think we're talking about we're saying passenger pigeons, but we mean carrier pigeons. I think because
That's what I mean.
carrier
Yeah.
pigeons are the ones that would be carrying the messages. Passenger pigeons are the ones that were in huge flocks across the
Yeah, I'm
nation.
pretty sure those are the
Yeah.
ones that went extinct.
Yeah,
Carrier
passenger pigeons are extinct.
Passenger pigeons went extinct. Carrier pigeons are the warbirds and internet birds.
Carrier pigeons are just your regular rock pigeons.
Mhm.
But pigeons in general, they have like super good homing mechanisms in their brain. Lots
They
of
also
lots of magnetic stuff going on up here so they don't get lost.
They also tried to train pigeons in World War II to guide missiles. That was a legitimate military operation.
Soviets tried to train dogs to blow up tanks.
Yeah, and they trained them on their own tanks, and so they went to the smell of the gasoline because it was different than their enemies' tanks. So instead of going towards their enemies' tanks, they turned around and went back to their own tanks.
Well, I also think they got scared of the German tanks.
That too.
That's a perfectly reasonable reaction.
Anyway,
Yeah, I'm sorry that I don't have more information for you, Tom. But
I mean, it does answer some side questions I had. But no, your people are from outer Aurora, so you're not from Britannia.
Aroha.
Aroha.
No. She's
Aotearoa.
purposely remembering the name. I mean, I'm purposely giving the wrong words. That's how she would describe it.
That was the wrong answer.
Aotearoa, but okay.
Gesundheit. She walks off.
Brina doesn't speak German.
But Erden would know that word.
And Brina's just kind of like thinking to herself, like, I wonder if I'm supposed to be offended. Like she's just like mumbling. She's kind of like saying this under her breath to herself. And so if there's anybody around, like I don't know where we were necessarily, because I have a feeling that Tom probably intercepted me as I was going back to whatever tent I'm sleeping in.
How long did it take for the druids to clean up their mess?
Yeah, and do we have a tent to go back to?
Oh yeah,
Are we-
I mean, once the
are we
storm had
still with
cleared,
the
they were able to use their magic like normal and put it all back.
Okay. I'm assuming we're still with the druids because
You totally
nobody's
can
told
be.
me different.
Well, unless you've brought your own tent.
Well, I mean, I think I have my own tent. It's just I'm so used to using Tiny Hut from
Yeah.
Trotter or Tong, and
Like,
wait, do
Tong's
I?
here. You just have to ask nicely. Maybe.
Considering she just mispronounced the name of my homeland and then said an unintelligible word to me that I'm not sure if I should be offended by or not, I'm not quite inclined to go after Tong right now. I mean, I have like a bedroll, but I don't think I actually have a tent. So yeah, I'm probably bunking with the druids.
Yeah.
Whether or not that's a good idea, I don't know.
I was gonna say, like, if you walk in the tent, Leoffla will like wave you over, and she's like, "You can sleep over here tonight."
Thank you. Leopold, question. What is the word gazoon? Gazoon type?
Gesundheit? It means bless you. Like you sneezed.
But what if somebody said it to me and I hadn't sneezed?
Did
Tongue
you
mispronounced the name
say?
of my homeland, so I pronounced it properly for her. And then she said gazoon type.
Yeah, she's definitely mocking you.
Oh.
Wow, me off lid.
Afraid of that.
I mean, I'm sure that maybe she just thought she was being funny. A lot of people use it as a joke. Like you say a big long word, and they're like, "Bless you." Like,
Well, that's also likely. Thank you. Has everybody else come back in?
almost
Dea
everyone is here.
Idea hasn't.
has.
Idea's there. Okay.
Ern will probably be the last of the group to enter.
Atkinson has a sword to make.
Like
Maybe
Ern
we would
actually
have
is
got
like,
to it today, but he had a mess to clean up.
It is. Uh, I'm gonna say that he's kind of settled down next to you, Ide, and he's just like, I know I got in trouble today. I think it was worth it. That was pretty funny.
Am I anywhere near Cadmus to hear that?
No, he's on the other side of the tent because he's afraid that Leopold will keep yelling at him.
Good point. And I'm talking to Leopold about the word Gesundheit, so yeah.
You're gonna feel the same way in a couple of days when Leopold's still yelling at
Yeah.
you.
I really
yeah, Ern
hope.
will. Oh, okay.
So Cadmus continues. He's just like, so I heard that the Dumnonians are leaving. There's a couple of druids who are gonna go with them. What's that about?
Yeah, so Dea probably snacks for like half a second, but she's already going and hasn't quite wholly figured out the whole what do we call it in the business? Private government information thing where you're like, maybe don't spill your plans immediately to everybody who doesn't need to know. informed Adea of that yet. So she's
You
like,
mean security clearance?
yes, Adea does not understand the concept of a security clearance or a need to know basis yet.
Mhm.
Well, it sounds like there's forces coming from a lot of directions, and one of them's going to Dumnonia. Something about Orlois got sold out.
Oh, that's not good at all. Well, I hope his family's okay and they got time to get over there. I mean, we're talking at least a week and a half before they can get there. Of course, if he uses Windwalk, if he doesn't have too many people, he should be able. Maybe that's why he was taking other wind druids with him. That makes sense.
Interesting. No,
Yeah.
Emorg is able to guide them in such a way that they can't get lost and won't get slowed down if they're in
Oh,
grasslands,
yeah.
forests, coast. So
He's he's really good at that. I've gone out with him and uh totally lost my sense of direction, but he was like, "No, no, no, we're going this way." And sure enough.
and it sounds like they've got the best hands they could ask for. Okay. Frankly, I wouldn't mind joining them, but we gotta get this sword done first.
Yeah. I bet if we wait for everybody to go to sleep, we could just try and get a head start tonight.
Do it.
We could, but would it be our best work? Adea is also whispering.
Well, we've been resting all day.
Right.
You go- You're gonna see me at this.
Do I notice them whispering?
Give me a perception.
15.
Hmm. All right, we need to roll stealth to see if we're being good about hiding the fact that we're doing this, that we're whispering. Oh,
Adea's
that was.
stealth is absurdly bad.
Well, hopefully my absurdly good roll will make up for that.
It's because not only is Dex a low modifier for her, but it's disadvantaged because of her armor. So don't know if that applies here.
Probably not because I don't think she sleeps in her armor.
That's fair. Which means that the um, which of these is the first number? I think that's which means that the 18 that was the first number actually applies, and not the 3 that would have been the second number.
Yes. Uh, I will say that you can see them talking. Uh, you can only see Cadmus's face, and um, I want you to give me an insight.
18.
18. Oh. Um, his face does look a little conspiratorial. He's, but a lot of what you're saying is he clearly wants her to do something. And you are well aware that he appears to have a crush on her, so it could be any number of things that he is whispering about right now in an attempt to maybe flirt with her.
Then we have to avoid getting caught, right? We can't fully focus.
Ah, I could set up an
I think I'd,
alarm.
I think I'd try and sneak a little closer just because of like story playing out in front of me.
Are you being sneaky about it?
Yes.
Okay. I'll have to do your stealth versus our.
Now, I don't want to be a negative Nelly, but would it make sense for her to have disadvantage because of her increased height?
Sadly, that makes sense.
Yeah, actually, because she's still got to get used to. She doesn't know how to sneak at this size. I remember because as a gnome who had this happen to me, I kept hitting my head on things because I didn't know how far I had to duck.
I would have been fine with my first roll because it was at 12. This is now at 6. You cut my roll in half.
Adea's passive perception is an 18.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, Cadmus kind of catches you moving out of the corner of his eye. And he goes, "Shh, shh, Brandon's coming over here. We can't be talking about this." And so then he starts talking like, "Well, I think that maybe tomorrow we just gotta start prepping for whatever may be coming this way, right? We're like the best bet that this army has to protect themselves."
Yeah, although I'm a little confused about all the directions here. I'm not sure that anything's actually coming here.
Well,
Maybe two things are coming from the other side.
Am I close enough to be able to overhear them now?
yeah. Well,
My even sheep will tell me.
you are peeping cheap.
They're the heads of their flocks.
They're shepherds?
No, they're sparrows. Wait, would
Oh,
I
that
would
makes
I
more
know
sense.
would I know to call them sparrows? Or would I have a different
Yes.
word for them? Okay.
Yeah. Sparrow's a pretty universal bird.
Okay. Yeah, Peep went to the east and Sheep went to the west, and they're gonna check things out for us and tell us what they find.
Excellent. So we prepare for one or both.
Yes.
We can make more of those fun little bombs like we did last time.
That was fun.
Like Brina's like she has her hands behind her back and like clasped behind her back, and she's kind of like awkwardly going from kind of heel to toe. Kind of like trying to like I've inserted myself into the conversation, but I'm not sure what to say.
Like, this is not what I was expecting.
Yeah, it's like not what I was expecting. What am I supposed to do now? I don't want to be awkward and leave, but I'm already awkward being here.
At that point, like Ern will probably come into the tent, like one hand in his hair and like another looking at a piece of paper, and just like look up and around the tent, like where's Adea or Cadmus and everyone else? There, and like quickly walk over, like, okay, Adea, how unreasonable is it possible to do the, like what happened with the carriage of like the gold detailing on like certain uh horse stuff on the saddle and bridle and everything?
Dea gives a quizzical look to Eridan and looks at Cadmus and goes, I mean,
Uh,
probably could, but why? We're just gonna lose.
yeah.
Thunderclap wants something fancy, doesn't he?
Yes, he wants something incredibly fancy.
Why?
Because of Thunderclap.
He has he's the only living being that I've found has an ego that can rival the Vortigern.
I see. Well, I mean, I helped with the metalworking on the king's saddle, and I mean, all I did was use a little bit of iron. I don't
So what the
know
hell
that
did he
I
mean by shiny stuff then?
um I mean
Funny, right?
the oils that we use to like preserve the leather make them kind of shiny.
That's gotta be it.
I mean,
I
I
really
would
hope that's it.
yeah, that's the only thing I can think of outside of just like really polishing up the metal. We don't do that a whole lot when we're at war though, because the blood.
Do you know a leather worker around here that can help me with this?
Um, yes. Give me a second. I had a name. You know what? I do have a name. Yeah. Sean, uh, does a lot of leather working. Pretty good at it. He always imbues it with a bit of magic to make it a little stronger.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And Dermal, like, I like double hand clasp it. It is like, thank you. And then he'll go
You're
over to Sean.
welcome.
Love how
Your
arrogant.
friend's really weird.
They're fake. What do you expect?
I was gonna say, Rita's just kind of look at Cadmus and like raise an eyebrow. It's like,
I'm pretty sure that's usually my job. Be weird. Although all of us. There's
Nice.
nothing normal happening over here, Cadmus. None of us.
Actually, then Ern will like go back to the group. It's just like, oh, Idea, good job for taking a whole day off. Tomorrow you're going to be completely rested. I'm completely proud of you. Nice job. And then you'll go over to Sean again.
Hardly gave me a choice, did they?
true. You're helpful, and now you can get a good night's sleep too.
Yep. We should do that right now. Everyone should go sleep. And he just like climbs in his bedroll and just like rolls over and closes his eyes.
Adele thinks it's a good idea because she's trying to be more responsible, but she's very tempted by what Cadmus was offering before. Which is why she's going to try and sleep till Cadmus brings it up again.
Uh, you might be in for a big surprise because Tong is not going to bed on time.
The night owl not going to bed with everyone else?
Talker.
Well, a night owl with night terrors, yes. A night owl who got their familiar trained to be a therapy animal. Oh, no, service animal.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do this evening?
Brina's muddle.
Okay. Since it is almost 11 o'clock here, I'm going to call it there. That was fun times.
Yeah,
What a
especially with the
start.